In a religious standpoint, when we die, our souls go to heaven while our bodies stay buried here on earth. To compensate for the second coming, it is traditional Christian method to position the coffin in the grave in a way that the head is to the west and the feet are to the east. The graves are placed in a church row stance, with most important members being at the front and least important members facing to the back. The body is placed face up, and when Jesus comes again, the Christians will rise to join him. This tradition began in pagan religion, where the dead were buried in this way. It continued on in the Judeo-Christian religion, while the Jews and Christian religions were not the first to bury facing east to west. The layout is still being held today. Matthew 24:27 states, "For as the lightning comes from east and flashes to the west, so also will the coming of the man be." It is said if you are buried north to south, it means you are damned and not going to rise again. In this class, we visited Old Grace Cemetery, which is the second oldest cemetery in Knoxville, Tennessee. It held some of the most influential citizens, anywhere from soldiers and politicians to artists and priests. At this cemetery, we were able to look at the graves that were buried in this way, facing east to west, to represent rising when Jesus came again. Christian religion is not only the religion that buries their dead based on placement. For instance, Islamic religion places their bodies facing towards Mecca so that when they can arrive to Mecca. In my family, we are of Christian religion and believe in the burial of east to west. In Yellow Mountain Cemetery in North Carolina, my grandparents are buried facing east to west. In this fashion, they are waiting for the second coming, which we believe will happen. The cemetery in which they are buried is a religious cemetery of a church that believes in this fashion of burial, as can be shown here. In conclusion, burials are more than just placement of a body in the ground. It is a holding place for the second coming when people will rise again in most religions.